corner, and it'll save it to your desktop afterwards.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. I just found QuickTime, but you only have a PC guy?
Oh, yeah, that changes a lot.
Oh, yeah, like, I have I work in video editing, and I have a PC workstation, and, school forced me to get this laptop, so...
That must be annoying.
Yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what settings would be different.
I mean, I'm on the laptop now, the Apple laptop that they forced us to get through school.
Oh, cool, okay. So then...
I purposely don't use a webcam on any of my other computers, but,
Don't blame you.
I'm trying to figure this out. Open QuickTime.
Yes, nothing will really pop up, but if you go up to File, you can hit New Screen Recording from there.
Oh, I see it.
Got it?
Screen recording.
And then you may have to press that little arrow to choose your microphone setting depending on what you have. But you don't have headphones in, so you should be okay.
There it is. Very good. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, everyone good with the recording?
Yes.
Indeed.
Awesome. So, looking over the steps for what we're supposed to do for this meeting, the first one is to play games. Yeah. Okay, well, overview. You only have to turn in 2 minutes worth of this entire video chat, so I'm not overly concerned about the formality of it all. If you guys don't want to do parts of this, I'm fine with that. We just need to get those 2 minutes in to actually submit. So, what do you guys feel like?
I'm guessing the most important part is the pitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I got to make some stuff up. So I can just record that part and send it. So it has to be 2 minutes, so we got to drag this out.
Gotcha. Well, essentially, we all read each other's pitches in the outline discussion board post.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
So, I mean, feel free to go over the entire thing or just touch on those bullet points. It doesn't have to be super formal. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
I didn't even think about that. Let me see.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was planning on doing, is going over the bullet points. They did say in the code training session that we were supposed to try to turn in different 2-minute sections.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So, I'm not sure. Honestly can't remember off the top of my head whether or not they said turn in something other than the actual practice on the pages.
I mean, we can do the games if you guys would like. They're easy.
See, seem kind of silly.
I agree.
I just pulled it up the 10-finger game, and
It's, yeah. Essentially, never have I ever, I guess.
in terms of, yeah, this, I think we can pretty much skip that part.
Fine by me.
That's probably pretty unnecessary. I mean, I guess I'm just old enough to the point where, like, I'm just back in school at this point, and
Yeah.
I can be fine with public speaking for the most part, so going over these, like, little games, I'm assuming that that's, like, why they wanted us to play games, is to just get comfortable with actually interacting. It's just, we mostly see each other in, like, two-dimensional, the boards.
Yeah, I suppose they're supposed to be icebreakers, but I don't feel as though they're the most efficient way of doing that, but
Or well thought out way.
I just go here, so, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I guess like step 3 and 4 are the most important, basically, because we all know our roles, or what we said were our roles. So
We could definitely recap that to add on to the 2 minutes if you would like, but we know what we're doing anyway, so.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we basically mostly all did the research on our industry and job market, and I mean, I don't know how much you guys are actually working in your industries at this point, but I mean, I have the job that I really want, and
Yeah.
keeping the sort of stride at that, and then you know, I mean, I have plans to move up and keep getting more training, basically. I don't know if any guys actually read my PPP thing, but, you know, I live pretty close to LA, and while I'm in video production now, there's some training programs with, like, Academy award-winning cinematographers that I plan on going to, and so that's really how I plan on moving up in the world, and there's really, you know, a pretty sweet market here in San Diego for what I do, and a lot of people still trying to get me to move back to LA, and I just want to, because LA is just terrible.
I've heard that a lot from people that are from there, at least.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, a lot of people move there with a goal, and they're like driven to actually like make it in the industry or whatever. But I grew up around the industry, and you know, it'll honestly be part of my pitch where I, you know, started going to movie sets. Luckily, at a young age, and met Danny DeVito, and I was on like TV shows like Weeds, and you know, just like small parts though. And
Yeah.
so that actually kind of helped me to learn how to frame a shot, and eventually it just kind of snowballed from there, working in the music business, and that type of stuff led to actually having to produce videos and that type of thing. So now, honestly, I just took all those skills and parlayed that into making marketing videos, and now I'm just, you know, between the marketing videos and wedding videos and music videos and that type of stuff, that's really like where the money's at to put food on the table for a while, and then eventually it's like, okay, I can get into more creative things when I have better equipment and a little more skill. But at the same time, I'm pretty happy right now and feel successful with the point.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so that's my research for the most part on my industry, and even actually part of my pitch going forward. So take over from there pretty swiftly.
Yeah, I read your post. You have an awesome story to tell. I'm actually also a media communication student, and I just started doing video production apart from just for school. I think I've been doing it for almost a year, right about a year. I've been doing it pro bono for a while, but most recently I've been started getting paid for it, which is so much more awesome. I mostly do live event recaps, so whether it's for a specific artist or whether that's for, you know, the event promoters, I would do 1 to 2 minute recaps along with social media teasers and anything else they want with that package, depending on, you know, what they're willing to pay. So I'm kind of on the fence of whether I want to pursue that long term, because honestly, in comparison to wedding videography and media, I've heard that nightlife doesn't pay as much, and you get tired of it a lot quicker, from what I've heard. So I'm kind of rolling with it right now. It's one of those things where the opportunity presented itself. I never imagined myself being in the scene, and it kind of just happened. So I'm definitely taking those experiences and building my network. This is also in Atlanta, so it's also not worth it traveling back and forth from Central Florida to Atlanta, given what I'm being paid for the projects. So I'm building my network right now, but I'm also looking into other things.
It definitely helps to keep your options open, and I recommend, if you're going to pursue video production, to be able to film different types of projects, because, I mean, you can just never rely on one thing. Weddings are kind of seasonal, and, you know, nightlife, I guess it depends on where you're at. If you're in the South, you know, usually the weather's probably going to be pretty good. But I've also gotten into filming a bunch of concerts and things like that, so, you know, but it takes money and equipment where, I mean, I have 5 cameras now, and different types of cameras where I can set up a little camera on stage that's kind of got that behind the band, you know, vibe to it, where you can sort of see the front of the crowd, and then just knowing how to edit all that together. It's a lot of work, and I can tell you right now that the music stuff pays the least out of anything that so far. And the business owners for marketing videos are definitely more interested in doing things to spend money. You know, they've got a couple. That's just kind of where it's at. That's stuff that puts food on the table and allows me to go off and do some other creative stuff when I have the time and find the client that wants to pay for it.
Yeah. There's that too.
Definitely that too. Richie, how about you?
I'm not in. I mean, I'm working on getting into it. I'm in music business for in Full Sail, and I wanna own a record label one day. So I'm trying to start an independent one while while in school, and I produce music, mostly hip hop instrumentals and things like that. And I'm actually going to San Diego in July. My uncle lives out there, and he knows this guy who's in the music industry out there. So I'm gonna meet him. Is one of his best friends, and see if I can make some connects out there, and basically go from there and try to get my foot in the door into the music industry.
Interesting. I could probably direct you to a couple people. I definitely know a guy who's I know mostly from reggae,
Mm.
but he also just started working also. I mean, I started out when I got back into the entertainment business. I started out in music, working with musicians directly, and then also I made honestly the most money licensing songs to television shows. So that's if you're producing hip hop by yourself. It's just like the easiest way to actually make music that you could go shop around to television shows, and there's a lot of like third-party companies that will. I mean, they definitely take a hefty cut.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes even 50%.
Wow.
And that's really like honestly, as much as it sucks to say it, that is like the industry standard.
Yeah.
Is for them to take 50%. And one of the bands that I worked with, they got special invitation to be like a guest project at the Musicians Institute in Hollywood. And the guy who was the student there that got us into that, he ended up getting a job at a music licensing firm after he graduated. And the guy works at like a huge, I mean, they work with Breaking Bad and all huge shows. 50%. That's like their standard.
Jeez.
It takes 50%
That's
of their negotiate from television show. And that's just, I mean, Olympics and commercials and major TV shows. That is just like the industry standard. But sometimes those checks still to the artist will be thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's with the other company taking 50%.
yeah, of course.
So, it's still, as much as it sucks, it's still something to look into. And, when you don't have to be on the road and the whole overhead cost of just producing the music and the time that it takes to put into that, you can just repeatedly try to shop that around over and over again and try to continue making money off of it. Although every once in a while you will come across a company like that will like your music enough to say, okay, I want you to sign a 2-year exclusive contract where we're the only company that's going to be allowed to market this song and no one else can have anyone else shop it around.
Yeah.
So that's just something that you got to consider also, where sometimes that's just how it works. Just curious.
I have to run and get my charger really quick before this dies.
Okay. Do that.
No problem.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
That's good.
Yeah. So you said you live in San Diego?
Yeah, I'm in San Diego.
Oh wow, you like it out there?
Oh man, it's amazing. And especially having grown up in Los Angeles, San Diego is light years ahead. It's still got the beach town vibe to it, but just way back and way less traffic. Just nowhere near the level of just the obnoxious attitude of people in Los Angeles is so next level. I couldn't even take it anymore. Especially having grown up around the entertainment business, everybody's like trying to make it in the business and, got their script or they're trying to be an actor with their freaking headshots. And it's like, I just happen to know a guy whose father and grandfather were both agents at pretty much the biggest talent agency ever. So I got the William Morris agency. So that's how I got to go onto movie sets.
Wow.
That's how I got to be extra on Weeds. But just to see other people like hustling to try and get in front of somebody important, and always having to be so perfect. And, dude, relax. I just deal with you right now. So fake, it's ridiculous. I just like to be a real human being. And that's like why I love doing wedding videos and other stuff like that, because it's real and most people actually care about each other and they're I'm like a sideshow or like an afterthought, and they care about each other. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to like capture a natural moment.
Mm-hmm.
The type of thing that I care about is real shit. The Hollywood fake stuff, I just don't. I can't even do with that. Like, I love going to visit my parents, but usually when I go see them, I don't even leave their house for like 2 or 3 days, and because I just can't deal with
everything outside of that.
My parents are so nice. My stepfather's a doctor, and my mom is also a social worker, and they're just the nicest people. And they're surrounded by the biggest assholes. It's absolutely terrible.
Wow.
So, if you're going to come out to Southern California, honestly, San Diego's a good place to start. But, the music business definitely, LA still has kind of a stranglehold on that. Although a lot of artists have made it out of San Diego. And even, like, when I went to high school down here, a couple bands actually, Blink-182, I went to high school with Blink-182.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how old I am.
That's crazy. Not how old you are, but the fact that
graduated high school in 1994, and Blink-182 was the band at the graduation party in the gymnasium.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I actually had to move back to LA, but all of my friends were still there. And then there's a couple other bands that didn't make it quite as big as Blink-182, but this band actually had a couple number one singles. Or from around that time. But anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much, that's my story. San Diego's awesome, LA sucks.
I would like to visit both. I haven't been to that coast at all, I guess. I don't think I would live there. I think it's just somewhere I would want to visit.
LA's alright to visit, to hit the touristy spots and do a few things, but living there, it just does something to people where it, like, sucks away your humanity. It's so good. I mean, obviously there's some people that can actually, like, get themselves into a profession that has nothing to do with that. And, I go up to LA every once in a while to do certain things in the industry just because I have to, because it's LA, and once again, they kind of have a stranglehold on stuff like that, but few and far between these days. Which kind of sucks because I love visiting my parents, but not that much. It's terrible.
How much would you actually say is based on image over there? Is it true that it's like everything, or is it still?
I mean, in LA, there's just a lot based on image, and and then image and attitude. Everybody who drives a BMW or a Mercedes on the road, and they're just going to cut you off left and right if they're trying to get someplace, even if they're in the left-hand turn lane, and maybe make it right.
I hate people sometimes.
Started. It's like, dude, go around the block.
Right.
But, I mean, you just see that type of thing happen all the time. And that's, I think you were actually going to plug in your charger for a second, Jessica, when I was talking to Richie about this, but yeah, it's definitely something where people are just, like, constantly trying to act their best, and just, it's all about image. And, like,
putting on a front. Mm-hmm.
I just can't deal with it. It's really turned me off, and to be honest, it kind of made me a bad person for a while. Like, my parents moved me back and forth between LA and San Diego a couple times when I was younger, and when I had to move back to LA from San Diego, I just was so bitter and acted like a brat, actually. Senior year of high school was just, I was so obnoxious, it was ridiculous. And that was just the idea of moving back to LA, and then what it actually did to me to be around those people all the time again. I just thought it was so terrible. And then when I realized, like, how annoying I was being, I vowed to move back to San Diego and just flush that out of me as quickly as possible. And so, by the time I was 19, I moved back to San Diego, and really ever since then, tried very hard to not go back to LA. Very often.
There's definitely something to be said about the company. So, you guys that you were being that way. It was like, I need to stop. So.
Yeah, there's definitely some real bad moments in there where it was like, okay, there's major red flags, and I need to go. Yeah, it was bad. And even when I moved back to San Diego, it took a while for me to actually, like, find that balance and equilibrium of my humanity again, like, not LA person anymore. can't do it. So, okay, I've talked way too much.
Where should we take it from here? What do you guys think? I'm assuming we're all comfortable with our pitches.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with my pitch. I definitely know where I'm at, know where I'm going, know where I've been. For the most part.
Okay, so did you guys still want to rehearse it, or are we good?
I mean, I'm good if you guys want to rehearse it. Honestly, I guess I feel like cutting up 2 minutes is, at this point, going to be mostly me talking. So,
We could rehearse them.
Want to jump in and, like, throw something up there so to, like, cut up your 2 minutes? There's definitely, I think, a little bit of me talking. So, do you guys?
Richie, what are you feeling?
I mean, I kind of. I mean, do you guys have? Do any of you guys have your like complete pitch that you guys could say? Because I kind of want to get a feel for like what exactly it should, what kind of how I should format it. I guess they gave us like a little format, but kind of want to get an idea for it.
I do not have my formal one written out. I just have the bullet points of what I need to hit. I haven't looked at the examples that they've attached onto that assignment yet, but I'm assuming they've attached student examples that have followed the format but have also put their own spin on it, if you want an example of, I guess, the direction to take.
That's true. I mean, I'm good. We could end it.
I definitely recommend, if you haven't watched the Go to Training session yet, I mean, first of all, you get professionalism points for that because they've got that Easter egg thing where you've got to actually type something into the, comment box at the bottom of that page. But
that's right.
Actually, there is some pretty good information in that Go to Training session about the sort of format and content that they're looking for, and like a bunch of do's and don'ts about how to set it up, as well as like, to start it off with trying to connect with the person where, well, first of all, they want you to make sure that you say your name. And, I'm Gary Jacobs. I'm a video production professional with 8 years experience. And then, kind of like the example that I was giving before about being on movie sets when I was a kid, that's exactly like the type of story that, like, one of the reasons why I didn't set it is because that's exactly the type of story that they were trying to get you to say towards the top, try and connect with the person who might be viewing the video, so that it's not just like rattling off a bunch of information. There's actually sort of like an anecdote or a story to it where I can relate to that, whether or not they've actually been on a movie set or at least like dreamed of being behind the scenes at some point. And then just kind of taking it from there, where you're giving a little bit of your background and work history and stuff like that. And Richie, I seem to recall reading yours that you're younger and haven't actually worked in the industry at this point. You're just like going through college.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just kind of like aspirations and goals that you're working towards, where it's like, okay, these are the things that I'm going to do to establish myself and get some work history under my belt. And, I mean, honestly, I recommend trying to find some local musicians and see if they need like an extra production assistant when they're recording, or maybe you have some music or beats that you want to throw out at a hip hop artist to see what they have to say. It definitely helps to actually like get out there in the nightlife and not only have some fun but mingle.
Yes. I mean, that actually all that helped. So I guess we're good if we get 2 minutes out of that somewhere. I'm good.
One other thing I should add is, honestly, when I was looking for jobs, and even like now, when I'm trying to plan my work history and other like training programs I'm going to take, man, I really just sign up to every single like good jobs board that I can possibly find, And then even if it's something that I don't necessarily plan on working in, or I've only even like slightly considered, at least I can look at the qualifications that they're looking for. And then if I see something that I really like and like repeatedly see that profession over and over again, or that sort of job, then I can at least know the stuff that I have to add to my education and history to actually be able to qualify for those type of things. And you know, it may be a little bit harder in the music business because there's just not that many like just jobs boards that have stuff like that for the music business. But there's definitely ways and means to go about doing it. You just gotta maybe do your own homework with independent record labels as well as the major record labels to see if they're ever hiring people and you know what type of positions that they have available and what type of work experience and education that they're looking for.
Sounds yeah, no, I gotta start like really getting out there and networking with people, which is another thing I'm trying to do when I go to California, because around where I'm at, I'm like Tampa, Florida, and the music industry over here is just terrible, especially for like, it's just dumb. Like there's nothing. So I need to, you know, I'm trying to get to a better city or something to network and also do it online because that's where everything is right now. So
Everybody good?
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, apparently we have to do this again at some point. So
Oh, we do.
yeah, I think we're supposed to have a second one in like a week or 10 days.
Yes.
So it's something to keep in mind. And I mean, I'm crazy busy the next few days, especially next week, with new video projects to film. But everybody at least try to keep a lookout for the future assignments and see when we gotta do this again so we can try to coordinate the schedules.
Of course.
I don't know what's up with Kirsten or Sade, but you know, I've definitely carved out some time, and you guys did too. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll do our best to keep this going, and whoever can't make it, can't make it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too.
You as well. Have a good night, guys.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.